that's the general version, but there's also another version called building his character and one called building her character. So specific to boys, one specific to girls. And those have got beautiful covers, different from that one.
Soon,
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about those is that they actually go in on a deeper level because it's focusing on the girl or it's focusing on the guy to say, look, this is how important your role is and this is how. So what I cover in those things are things like boundaries, self-awareness, time management, anger management, money management, because these are things that many youngsters are lacking. And if they're lacking in these areas, they're going to make poor decisions.
Yeah.
And decisions are made based on the information you have. And if you don't have good information, the decisions you make will be poor decisions.
And do you find that there's certain barriers? Because I believe in nature and nurture, and you know, when you look at society, I agree with that, see. And when I look in society, but where I go is where the most elites are, right? Because I learned that when I went to uni, and they said, "You at uni?" you know, be like the only Caribbeans, like they're
to work.
how did you get here? That was my barriers, what I came up against. But I really wanted to become a forensic scientist. That was what I set out to do. So I left school, I left at my sciences, etc. and so forth. Because
life happened.
I didn't become a forensic scientist, I had my son, so I didn't go uni, etc. and so on. But I wanted to work at Metropolitan. Wanted to be the first Black Mountaineer officer.
Wow.
And they said, we're not going to have you.
Yeah.
So that door never opened at Metropolitan.
Yeah.
But a lot of the community and support work, they're always in the background, etc. and so forth. And what I believe and what I've observed, being as a science technician, teacher, being behind the scene, been in education for 30 odd years, but I do like voluntary work where I've done like legal advice for years because in the head-on police with the officers. And what I found through doing voluntary law, you learn more when you devote yourself more than when you get paid for it. And I learned what I learned at Brixton Law Centre was when I first went there, because I was so bitter because I met in the accent of my life, can't get to do what I want to do, etc. And I always remember the manager at the time, and he said to me, "It's not all men are the same. You know, you've got the few, just like the mothers, the individuals, the children. That is the thing, but it's to pick them out."
Yes.
And so what happened in my case was I was at Brixton Law Centre, but I do vets because I feel let down as a single parent.
You had a very serious face, I remember.
And when these gentlemen came in, well educated Caribbean men, and it gave me a totally different focus. Just like when you hear the mothers, the father's not there, they're not interested, this, that, da. Yeah, you got more riffraff and the croftnecks. The ones that don't because they don't want to give a positive thing to say, you know, we're coming from a good walk of life, so they look like poor education, poor this, poor that. But I put on my hand, as I said to my daughters and to my son, the devil is a liar.
Exactly.
That's how it portrays Caribbean people to look. But it's not what it is.
No.
That's what it made them look like, you know. I'm sitting here today, you know, I should really be at home, I shouldn't. Yeah, you know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, I can't move. And every one of you have a degree.
Of course,
and in a good career.
Yes.
And saying,
visitor at front door.
They don't want me in the job. They don't want me in this field.
Well, you're going in there.
And I'm in my bed. I'm saying, I can't move. And they're saying, we want you in the job. We want you out the house.
Yes.
You're not staying in your house. You're
Exactly.
going back to work. Nothing wrong with you. So the doctor said, look, she's got a clotting, you know.